Hello, hello. This is gonna be a quick stream, probably about an hour and a half or so. And I'm gonna be making some techno. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll probably do 124 BPM, 123. Just for fun. Gonna loop a section here. And I'm going to use 3x oscillator to create a little groove, like some kind of arpeggiation or something. Turn up my octave here. Turn on the volume envelope. Turn up the release time. And maybe change some of these. Add some filtering with a low pass ×2. And go into mod X, turn that on, which is the filter for the envelope. We turn down the amount, the decay time, sustain. And change the phase randomization. Oh, I kind of like that pattern. Let's insert a new pattern here. I'm going to play that in there. Go into song mode. Okay. Select it, record. Let me try again. Hey, what's up, Niraj? Let me edit that volume, that filter envelope. Today I'm cooking whatever this is. It's gonna be some techno, but I'm not sure what genre of techno yet. Hey, what up, Kutsai? was gonna be nice. I kind of want to quantize this, but I'm not sure. Oh, that sounds nice, actually. Alright, I'm gonna link this. I'll call this chords. They're kind of like power chords. Put that in there. Then I can add a reverb bus. Hey, what's up, Gustavo? I just got off making a song. I was like, man, I need to go to sleep. I ain't even tired. I just know I got work tomorrow. I feel that. I was actually laying in bed talking to my girlfriend, and he was like, are you gonna stream? I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty tired. I might just go to sleep. But then, you know, part of me is just like, has so much inspiration. I've had so much inspiration lately to make music, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stream for a little bit, even if it's just for like an hour and a half or something. Because you gotta get it out, bro. You gotta get it out. But, you know, you also have to rest. Rest is very important. Luckily, I don't work till like late afternoon tomorrow, so I have time to sleep in a little bit more. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Hey, little rhubarb, what's up? It's good to see you guys coming through in the chat. Hope you sleep well, Gustavo. I had some reverb. Woo! It's already crazy. Just creating some automation there. And then I can do a delay bus as well. I can change the type here. Oh, that sounds kind of crazy. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna just lower. Lower that. Just have it in the background. Then I can have some sidechain on there. And change this envelope. Alright. We got this little rhythm going. Let's get a bass line. I'm gonna use DX10. I really like using the E flute preset for sub. I want to try something out. I got this script for the piano roll called Euclidean like sequence or something like that. I want to test it out. Test it out on a higher note first. If I like the groove, then I'll work with it. So I go in here. I think it's on Tools, Euclidean Chop. Why is there two? Chop notes into given number of pieces. When quantizing, you might not get the number of notes you specify due to quantizing. Let's split this up pretty crazily. That's interesting. What does this one do? Oh, dang, it adds. Oh, it's like a chord. Euclidean rhythm sequencer, 3 channels. Oh, dang. What if I just want 1 channel? Reset. Well, that's cool. That's good to know. Let's do this one though. Let's do some quantization. Now bring that down to a lower octave. I like that. What if I turn on? this in here. Put some soundcloudizer on it. Beef it up. Some side chain. Alright, we got a little something. Detune that a little bit. Hey, what's up? What's up? What are the chords? G, G. Oh, I just changed it to A. Okay, maybe I can flip them. Hey, what's up, Andre? Let me try something else. What's up, Robert? I don't know about that bass line. I might just have to play it in, honestly. I was just trying to use this because FL Studio 21 on the update, I believe, is when they implemented piano roll scripting or scripts or codes. And so on the image line forums on the FL Studio website, if you own FL Studio, you have access to the forums, and in the forums, there's a couple of guys that came up with different scripts for the piano roll, which are some of the ones that I downloaded. And this Euclidean chop is one of them, and I thought it was really nice, and I was like, man, that'd be kind of cool to create some interesting bass lines, like Euclidean bass lines. But I have to mess with it a little bit more to really like get the hang of it. So I think I'm just gonna play it in. Okay, let me quantize this. I want to create some sidechain on that delay. And on the reverb as well. It's too much. There you go. Basic. Simple. Simplicity is key. Let me turn this down here. That might be nice. That's nice. I like that. Alright, let's get some more drums in there. Let's get some more drums in there. Yes, 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 yes. Let me put this in pattern 1. Shaker. We'll do some velocity changes. I've never really messed with this one too much. Maybe some panning. Let's get another one. Ooh, that's nice. All right, let's get it. Like that. Oh, I like that. What notes is that bass playing? Those high notes. D and E. Yeah, because those aren't, that's in the key, but E is not in the key. Maybe change the fine pitch. We'll figure it out. C, D, that might work. Oh, that sounds so nice. Maybe this might be cool with some resonance. If I change the filtering around here. And if I go into the velocity. Veth1 PML sound. What is that? Change the mod here. And then change the Y. Oh, where can you download the sounds that I'm working on right now? Like these? Like the drum sounds, or what are you talking about? I'll probably be uploading this to my Patreon. So if you're a subscriber to my Patreon, then this is gonna be up on my Patreon. I'll make a little pack that has all these samples, and then this is stock. I'll make the presets for these, for the 3x oscillator chords, and for the bass and the Fruity DX10 synth. I'll make presets for those. I'll turn those into presets. Let me do that right now, actually. Save preset as techno or steps. So I'll make a preset for that. I'll save that into a little pack. Same thing for this. I'll make a preset for this. Save preset as techno bass. So yeah, if you're subscribed to the Patreon, that's kind of what I wanted the Patreon for. Like, people that are subscribed to Patreon will get, I already have a couple of FLP projects up on there. So my delay plugin from Patcher that I made in Patcher. So sound pack on there as well. There's a couple of things that I've already put up on my Patreon. As well as the theme for my FL Studio. You don't have to be a subscriber to my Patreon to download it. I put that one available for everybody, but it is on my Patreon, so the link to that is in my bio. But yeah, if you want this theme, like this color scheme and stuff, because a lot of people ask me all the time in the chat, like where I got the theme from, but I made it myself. So I just saved it as a preset in here, and I exported it, and I put it up on Patreon. And it says there how to install the theme onto your FL Studio theme library. I really like that sound with the percussion there. It's very just very hypnotic. You can listen to it for forever, it seems like. Doom, 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 doom. And then I'm gonna add even more sounds right now. This is nothing yet. Let me just get back to my girlfriend real quick, because that's important. The resonance is a little too high, so I think I can lower it. Mod Y. It's probably these two. And let me go to the velocity. go in here, I just go into Flex. Flex has some crazy sounds. That's nice. you. I'll make a drum bus real quick. Link all these in there. Separate out the bass. What if I do seconds? It's cool that there's different modes for this delay. It'll tell you down here what it does. Long reverb, long repeating echoes, filter decay, medium attack, single echoes, sparse randomized echo density. Insert another flex. Oh. We go into a different pack. Hey, what's up, Joseph? Oh snap! I didn't even see your question. Am I only using stock plugins? I think so. Yeah. Well, for the synths, I am. For the effects, I'm using Supermassive, Valhalla Supermassive for the delay. It's a free plugin, so you can go and download it. And then for the reverb, which I'm not really using much of, I'm using Vintage Verb. But the synths, yeah, the chords are 3x oscillator. It's a patch that I made in 3x oscillator, and then the bass I made it in Fruity DX10. Then I'm using Flex twice here, and these are just the drums are just samples that I put together here from random packs. My favorite mastering plugins, I don't really have like favorites, I guess. There's some that I use which are just kind of like standards, like basic one, like just some that are like mastering standard stuff, like the SSL compressor from Waves. I like the tape emulators, the tape emulation virtual tape machines. I really like this one to give it that analog tape saturation sound. And then the FabFilter Pro L2 for as the limiter. This one's really nice. And yeah, a lot of my mastering I do in the mixing, like through my mixing process, I master my song. That way, towards the end, when I'm on the master channel, I'm only doing a little bit of compression with the SSL compressor, just barely like activating it. Sometimes I'll add like a stereo width plugin, like from Ozone. The Ozone Imager 2. I'll add this to kind of give it just a little bit of stereo width. I do maybe like 9-10%. I never go too crazy with it. That's only if it needs it. If it doesn't, I don't. Again, I do my mastering during my mixing, so I make sure my mix sounds good, and by the time that I get to the master, I don't have to do all that much. And then I mean that's it. I'll do the compression. I'll do some EQing if it needs it, but like I said, most of the time I just make sure the mix is good. And then the compressor, the L2 compressor, to turn it up. It's important though for me in the mix to cut off a lot of the peaks, using either a limiter or a hard clipper, which is going to be cutting off some of those peaks. And of course I start in the mix with individual sounds, and I cut off those peaks either through compression, limiting, or hard clipping. And so by the time they all sum up in the master, there's not too much dynamics, which means the L2 compressor doesn't have to go so hard. You don't have to push it so hard, and it makes the master a lot more cleaner and a lot more louder, and it's great. Yeah, Ozone Imager is free. Now, if you don't have all those plugins, you can still master your tracks without them. Like I said, you just need. I use the limiter from FL Studio to if I need limiting or compression. I'll use Maximus for compression. I use a plugin called G-Clip as the hard clipper, and this is a free clipper that you can get. It's really good. For melodic stuff, I always turn up the softness, which makes it a soft clipper. And then, yeah, for the master, Maximus is all you need, really. Maximus is a really powerful compressor. And then you can turn it on I believe it has a where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it has a linear phase mode, so you can turn that on too. Or you can use the EQ as well, and that also has linear phase. Yeah. My favorite mixing plugins. I don't. The same thing. I do very minimal mixing. Just it's just comprised of EQs, compression if it needs it. One of my favorite compressors to use is the the CLA2, which is this one from Waves. But I also really like this one. This is an emulation of that compressor, and it's free, and it's by Analog Obsession. If you want some really good plugins that are free, whether it's compressors or EQs or different things like that that are modeled after analog gear, then I would suggest Analog Obsession. All his plugins are really nice. Eugene Resnick, and they're all free. So you can go and look that up. Just Google Analog Obsession plugins and it'll take you to it. But yeah, I have a lot of his plugins. I have that one. There's a call-in compressor. There's I really like that one too. I like this fetish. This fetish one is modeled after the API 2500 from Waves. I really like that one for drum bus stuff, and this one is also just like that one. It's like the free version of that one, but it's really good. Like his plugins are really good, so I really enjoy using them. So some of his plugins are my favorite for mixing, but honestly, I can do a lot with the stock stuff, stock EQ. If I need, like, for EQ, I use the stock EQ too. If I need some mid-side EQ, then Patcher has a preset that is mid-side. I split it. I took that out and I put it into a separate folder here so that it just comes up. So I have it here, mid-side EQ, and it just splits it. Boom. Let me take this one off. So it just splits it. It gives you two EQs. One's the mid and one's the side. So I play this. I think I don't have it on anything. Let me blink this in here real quick. Yeah, so it has the mid side right here. So it splits your signal into the mid and the side. Like that's the side information just playing. And then this is just the mid. So yeah, whenever I need to do some mid-side EQing, I just use that. There's also a left-right EQ that also in Patcher. So you can do that to control, the left side, the right side, EQing stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff on here. What is this? Oh, this one's by Analog Obsessions. It's an EQ as well. And then there's another one by Analog Obsessions. Another EQ. And then for distortion, I really like using this Crush. This is also a free plugin. I use this more for sound design purposes. If I want to like change up some sounds, give it some color or some craziness. Shaperbox, no, Shaperbox isn't free. Shaperbox you have to buy. But you can just use the limiter for sidechain or gross beat. I have stock sidechain right here, which is just the sidechain and gross beat. But I'd much rather do the fruity limiter, or you can create a sidechain using the fruity envelope controller in here. So you go into controller, you put fruity envelope controller, you make the shape, then you can route whatever thing to it that you want to duck, whether it's the volume or an EQ band or whatever. What else? Yeah, distortion plugin, Crush is a really nice one. That's free that you can download. Of course, FabFilter Saturn is great. I like using the wave shaper as well. This can also work as a hard clipper or soft clipper or expander. In my panning stuff, I've really been enjoying using this one called Panagement 2. This is also a free plugin, and it has some really cool effects when it comes to panning and binaural panning, which means that, you know, it kind of pans it in a space, in a 3D space. So it's not just left and right, but it can also be like top or bottom or far away or close up. That's when it comes to like the stereo field. It's really nice. I also have the imager, Ozone imager. Pancake 2 is a free plugin as well, also a panning plugin. Really nice. What else do I got? I have my delay plugin, Dimension 333, that I made in Patcher. This plugin I have for sale. I have it for $10 on my Gumroad, or if you're subscribed to my Patreon, it's on there as well for my patrons. I can describe a little bit of what this does. Yeah, no problem. There's another plugin that I have that's also a binaural panning plugin. It's also free. It's called Ambio Orbit. But this one's a little more it's a little more dirty, like when it comes to the mix. If you put this on the mix on your instrument sound, it kind of creates some phasing issues. It's great for like if you're using headphones and stuff like that, but it doesn't translate well onto other systems, just because it's kind of not meant for that. Yeah, it's not great. But this other one, Panagement, is really good. It really is. I really enjoy it. It doesn't have as much of that like just crazy phasing issues and things like that. I'm still learning this. I'm still learning to use it. For now, I just use all these knobs, and this is the shape on which it moves, the speed, and then the distance, the gain. You can turn it up or down with the movement, the phasing, which is like a rotation type of thing, tilting, and then the panning, of course. So, you know, here's the center, and this is like the way that the sound is moving. You can see it's really nice. The visual is really nice. Like if I turn this delay off, and let me put my delay plugin on here. I made this because I wanted a delay plugin that I could control the left and right with. So I can control the timing of the left side and the timing of the right side, the amount of feedback on the left side, the amount of feedback on the right side. I can add reverse delay either to the left or to the right or to both. This is frequency shifting. It's very subtle. And then you can, this is the volume of each side, so you can turn down the volume of the delay on the left or the volume of the delay on the right. The dry signal, the wet signal. Then there's some saturation slightly to the delay signal. There's chorus for the delay signal. It doesn't affect the dry. The filter for the delay, and then this just turns the whole thing into a pad. So let me play it here so you can see. So this would be just the dry signal. You can mix in the wet signal. If I want some reverse, change the timing. You can add some saturation. You can do some filtering, some resonance. I can do some chorus. Or I can just turn the whole thing into a pad. For if I want to make some ambience. Or I can just turn the dry signal and just use the wet signal. You're what? You're subscribed? Nice. Thank you, Knight. Thank you. You subscribe to what? My YouTube or my Patreon? What do you use for sub bass? I use Fruity DX10. Well, I use anything really. I can use 3X oscillator, Vital. I really like using Vital for sound design stuff. Oh, to my YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, for sub bass, I just use Fruity DX10. Well, for this track. But this one has a little bit of a different, has some modulation, some coarse. So if I copy this value, turn this down. It has that modulation, which is creating that other sound. But then there's the waveform. So there's a sine wave. It's just a sub. But if I want to add more harmonics, I just turn it up. That way it kind of fills the space. And if you look here, it has the sub, but it also fills in the mid range. So I don't have to add a mid bass. I just do it all in one. And then this last one is that modulation note, which adds some nice flavor to the sound. I don't know if I like this. I'm gonna delete it, honestly. to start splitting this up. Hey, what's up, Nico? Thank you. Who's this? What the heck? Alright. Drums split by channel. We got the kick, shaker layer, closed hat, clap, and the perk roll. These are all the drums. Simple. We got the pattern 7, which is the chords. We got pattern 8, which is the bass. Pattern 9, dystopian lead. And then that's it. Simple. Now I'm just gonna clone this a couple of times. Boom. Will this song be released as patterns? Honestly, I think I'm gonna put this up as an FLP project on my Patreon. So if you're subscribed to Patreon, it'll be up there. Yeah, I'll probably release it as an FLP, including all the samples, and then I'll just replace the third-party plugins, or either that, or I'll record them as what do you call it? I'll record them as audio, and then I'll put that in there. Boom. You gotta have sound effects, bro. It's important. Okay. Well, now that I just put everything in there, I go back in here into the intro. I'm gonna take all these things off. I'll just have the drums playing. And then here, I'll probably just do the bass. And here I can do the dystopian lead. Do a little break there. Do some automation on that cutoff for the chords. Go into the chords here, create an automation clip. might do 2 here. Right. Back to the intro. Let's add some ambience, something random in there. I'm gonna use a sample here, atmosphere. Alright, I like that. I don't know what language that is. It sounds French. Actually, it doesn't sound French. Oh, that was kind of nice right there. That was kind of nice right there. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, right there. Okay. Just call this Atmos. Put that into the mixer. Do some EQing. Throw that into a reverb. I can probably put it into that same reverb bus. Delay. Maybe I can add some crazy glitch stuff to it. That's nice. That's nice. I like that actually. Okay. Well, we got the intro down. What I can do too is I can go into the drum bus. I can insert a filter. Do a basic bandpass, simple bandpass. And I can take off this perk roll for now. Create an automation clip for that. And turn that off right there. Whoops. I think I'm gonna make a space there. And I'll add this in here. Do a little crazy transition here. Let's see here. Reverse effects. Oh, this sounds very cinematic. Very cinematic, yeah. Turn that down. That's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I think it's Control C to copy. And Control B. That's not right. The fuck? Paste. What? That sounds kind of nice, this one. call this? What do I call this? What do I call this? Figures. I'm gonna call it. Alright, I'm gonna play this through, and of course this still needs a lot of work, but I'm very tired. It's 4:44 a.m. I think it's a good time to end it. I'm gonna play it back one more time, and then I'll say a couple of final words. Oh, it's a weird transition. I didn't like that. It's okay, I'll fix it next time. Alright, yeah, I'll get the hang of it. Yeah, still needs a lot of work. A couple more elements. It's very minimal right now. Very simple beat. Very simple track. But very potent. It has a lot of potential to become something nice. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to export this project. Let me just save that again. I'm gonna try to replace, I'm gonna create another version, and I'm gonna replace all the third-party plugins that I used, so that the FLP can be usable to you guys. If you're subscribed to my Patreon, it'll be on there for you to download and mess with this, add your own sounds or whatever you want to do. It's going to include the samples that I used and the presets for some of these things. Everything. I'm just going to replace all the third-party VSTs that I used with stock plugins. So all the sidechain, I'm just going to use the limiter to sidechain. These delay, I'll probably replace with my delay. The reverb, I'll replace with a stock reverb. I think that's really all that I used. Oh, and then hysteresis, which is a delay as well. I'll just replace those with some stock stuff, and then you should be able to open it in your own FL Studio. I'll just export it with all the other samples so that you can, I'll export it. There's an option here under export that says you can export it as a zipped loop package, which is going to include the samples. And you can actually just open zipped loop packages in FL Studio. I think all you have to do is go to FL Studio, click open, and then if you go to wherever you saved the zipped package, it'll just open the entire project up, which is nice. So I'll do that. I'll just replace all third-party VSTs, and I'll export it as a zipped package for the patrons, because I appreciate you guys for being patrons. And yes, more to come. Probably stream. Actually, I'll probably stream tomorrow or later today when I wake up for a little bit before I do whatever I need to do for the day. And yeah, maybe I can leave you guys with a track that I made on the past stream right before this one. I think it was called Making a Track from Scratch in FL Studio 21. I ended up making this song. I want to finish it because I really like the way that it sounds. Yeah, if you want to see me make this track from scratch, it's the one right before this video called Making a Track from Scratch in FL Studio 21. Alright, with that, I let you guys go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is in your side of the world. Love yourself, be good to yourself, love others, be good to others, and keep making music. Blend. Yes, I just ended this stream, but it'll be up on my channel so you can watch it later. Goodbye, everybody.